So here's the bill pay within QuickBooks Online via Melio. So if you've got Melio set up and ready to go, if you go to new and then add a bill in QuickBooks, you'll see this now. You'll see this little thing come up, and you'll see the way you'll see it is save and schedule payment, as far that button. So what we'll do is going to put in a test vendor. One thing to note, if you are putting in new vendors or someone you haven't paid, it is really helpful to get the address in here, especially if you're going to print and mail the check. So you can go to test vendor, and then what you'll do here, if you say you have their bill, you would want to make sure that their address is in here. So you go to details, and so that's when I add their address. Cincinnati. You can add an email as well, and any other vendor info that you'd want to add. If they are a contractor, you're going to pay over $600. You can hit this track payments for $10.99, but you can hit save. So this will populate now when I select test vendor. See how with their address. So that'll print out on the Melio now knows where to put it. Although sometimes it will ask for you to just put their address in if you're scheduling online again. So let's just say office supplies. Best way is just find the category. I just start typing. I'm going to put $1 in here. You can put the bill date, due date. I'm going to do bill number 1234. You can put a memo line as well of bill 234. Put the bill number in there as well. So you can say this is due the 31st. You can put terms in, but you don't really need to do that unless you want to track all your bills and due dates and all that. So next step here would just be to hit save and schedule payment. So now the online bill pay is loading. And then what it'll do, we've got our bank account, our business account hooked up. Again, if you have a credit card, which they do charge a fee, or a debit card, you can do it that way. Again, this is all syncs within QuickBooks. Choose how the vendor gets paid. So this is going to ask me, this is a new vendor. If I had their ACH, I could do it here for routing number and checking number. Actually, I don't know if it's going to make me go out of here. Okay, or I could, if I don't have it, I'd say paper check. Name to appear on the check. Here's the address, which just populated, remember, from the vendor list there. It's going to do a suggested address. So just one thing to check on this is if it has a suite number, make sure that's input. You may have to go with the original address. So that's a big thing to double check if it takes the suite number off or not. We don't have one. But one thing is you can use the original address if it's going to take out the suite number here. Confirm address and save. Then I'm going to say I want this payment deducted Friday to pay on, and it'll say estimated payment date here of when it will arrive, so you can kind of look at based on when it's due and schedule it. Continue. And this is the memo. So this is what you want to make sure you put in is invoice. This will print on the check, so because you're not sending like a stub in with it or anything else, you want to make sure the memo line has the info you need. You can put your account number as well, or whatever, just so that will print out on the check they send you, just so they make sure to apply it to the right thing. So hit that, continue. Okay, review and confirm and schedule payment. So what will happen, QuickBooks will print and mail the check for you, and that's all you have to do. It'll show up as paid, everything's coded, no need to do anything else other than that. You can enter multiple bills at once, and just instead of schedule online, you can hit save and new after each bill, and then you can go to the plus new sign and hit pay bills, and you can schedule the multiple bills at once if needed to pay. It'll walk you through that, but really easy for any vendor that you need to mail a check to that doesn't require you attaching the stub. And some say attach the stub, but all they're really wanting is the account number and invoice number. So what you could just usually get away with just putting that on a memo line, unless it's got like a barcode or something that they scan, would be our thought there. So that's scheduled. You can just hit done, and then it will take you out. So very easy to schedule within QuickBooks.